What's going on? This is Yorkie Man here, and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager 2019 save here with Sporting Lisbon. And yeah, let's just get straight out of it. We might be getting sacked. Apparently, this is a must-win game. I mean, it came across all year, well, not all year, but for quite a while now that they were going to be accepting of third. I have no idea, like, you must have to fluke it to finish top two in this first season with Sporting. Like, their ambition is ridiculous. They don't have a strong enough squad. They never were going to have a strong enough squad because of the players that they lost in the off-season, because of their training ground attack and whatnot. So for them to be expecting us to get top two was huge, considering the budgets and the players, the financial clout that the other two teams have. And yeah, I mean, they were only top two. It seemed like they were going to be happy, but they are not. They are not happy at all now, all of a sudden. I've been given a message. They're very happy with the Europa League performance. They weren't happy with the cup, which was bad. We got knocked out by Benfica. That wasn't good enough. But I feel like we've carried ourselves pretty well. Only 5 losses. We've carried ourselves pretty well. But no, the board of confidence is 24%. The board now say that my job is, insecure. They say I should only be doing slightly better, and that the atmosphere is a saving grace. So I'm hoping, touch wood, as long as we don't get bad air today, that we keep our job. But now I have to seriously start contemplating on what will be the next save. Said Alkmaar was going to be the save when the game comes out, eventually, after we was done with this save. I am feeling a Monaco save. I'd love to go back to France, and with the plight at the minute, you could say they're playing, awfully, and Henri's had to go and step in. Maybe potentially do Monaco for a save, but I don't know what to say. I feel like we performed well enough this season as manager. I mean, I don't know how you can expect much more. And we did do well in the Europa League, but yeah, apparently this is a must-win. You haven't really missed much since the last game. We beat Benfica 1-0, and then Stefan Sturaro scoring, and we then beat Rio Avo, Miguel Borja and Rafinha scoring. We spent these last few games just working on tactics, really, to be honest with you, trying out a different tactic. I think all round, though, we've had a pretty good year. Now, we lost to these 2-1 at home. I'm hoping for a better result now, or I may get sacked. I don't really know what's going on, guys. I don't know. I feel like we've done well. I don't feel like I could have done much better. Now, I'm going to do this episode as if we aren't going to get sacked. That's how I'm going to do it, because that makes more sense to me, to do the episode as if we're not going to get sacked. So if we was doing the episode as if we're not going to get sacked, there's been some changes. Carlos Mane is now going out. He's going to Bristol City for 3 million, which I'm more than happy about, because there's a lot of players on the line, really, with the size of the squad and the youth we have here. And also, transfer-wise, we brought in Rafael Leão. He is a player that used to play for the club. He's one of the players that left after the situation. We brought him back in. He weren't getting the games at Lille. He said he was happy to come back, so he's clearly happy with something that we're doing, and he's going to come back. But whether I'm here managing, whether I should potentially look for another job in the save, I have no idea now. I have zero idea. I'm going to submit that team. I'm happy with that team, but I have zero idea, and this game is now hugely important. We may be sacked after, so this may be the first sacking I've had on this game, but I definitely feel like it will be an unfair one. I expect to see them go out and win. I think there's a lot more to come from them. I would manage to win Mahrez round because he's made some mistakes in the big games. I'll put it on key, but if things start going dreadful for us, it will be coming off key, because obviously I'm just tweaking this tactic, so I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I am contemplating the next save on next season that we will come off key. I mean, it just means that I can talk for longer, but I tend to watch Football Manager videos in the background, so I'm just assuming you guys would be as well. I'm going to demand more instantly, and we've won the ball back here. Stefan Sturaro looked brilliant. Jovan, We need a big game from him today. Miguel Borja. Oh, Bordeaux. Rafinha. That'll do. That will do. I mean, I do question maybe I could have done better tactically. I.e. not use presets and work on them. To be fair, it's not something I would normally do, because there is no better thrill than when you've created your own tactic and it comes off. But I just wanted to see what they were like. You guys could see what they were like, and I quite enjoyed them. Jovan Cabral puts that in. Penalty? Penalty? I do like, I've got to admit, I do quite like the VAR. What's he going to say? Give it. It's a penalty. Tends to be if it's in key. Do I like Bordeaux take it? I'm gonna let Miguel Borja take it. I just feel more confident with him taking the penalty. This may be a huge mistake and cost us the entire game. So, saddle in for that. Borja scores it. Thank you. The issue with Bordeaux is I feel like his finishing is not good enough. He's technically apparently the best, but I don't feel like his finishing is enough. Great season for Miguel Borja. I'm really happy with that signing. 2.2 or 6 million, something like that. 2.6. Not a high wage guy either. So if you could pick him up, definitely. I'm reluctant to praise now, because every time I praise and something's going on, it doesn't go well for me. João Felix. I've looked at the Benfica squad because I just wanted to see financially how different they were in terms of their players. Zikovic scores. I'm going to go more cautious now. Demand more from the team. I just wanted to see what difference there were really in the player price that they've got. It's huge. They've got some really big. I mean, they look like they're due to lose a lot though, which again would suit us for next season. But it doesn't look like we're going to get the opportunity, and they're going to get a clean break here, even though that we should be the team that are countering. They're going to get a break here, and I can see this being 2-2. No, Jonas misses it. Tighten up, guys. Take us through to half-time. I'll take it up to half-time. But yeah, it looks like they're going to lose a lot of players. A lot of players are requesting to go, is what it looked like when I looked at the squad. But they've got some expensive players there in that squad. Dressing room. You played well so far. Go on, guys. Fight for my job. I mean, I can't believe that my end of first season, because I've been so optimistic all year, the end of my first season could be me saying, oh yeah, so we've been sacked. We're not happy about it. I need to work on that in the tactic, unless it leads to something now to us. But no, it's not going. It's going to lead to something for them. There's Gedson Fernandez, who is very dangerous. He's going to whip this in. This could be a goal here. Felix scores. Go back to balanced, and I'm going to make some changes. It's exactly what we didn't want to happen. Joseph Martinez is going to come on. Complete forward support. Swap you around with Borja. Wendell is going to come on for Porto as a box-to-box. And you will be my ball winning. Defend. Confirm. Jovan is on the ball here though. Porto finds Ruben Vezo. Can we get a nice ball in? Vezo? No, he's stalled on it too much, and I found that happens a lot this year with my wing backs. They seem to stall on the ball. Now I'm going to go for it. I want revenge. I want my revenge against a team that's put us through a lot this year, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. I mean, you would tend to suggest that this is quite a good result, actually, but when your job's on the line, it's not so good. Especially when we went 2 up. Are we going to get a late goal here in late drama from the corner? No, because it's an awful corner. Lato's going to pick it up, though. I feel like this is just one of those end-of-game highlights. Wendell, back to Lato. I'd like to have him hit it in by now. He's going to lose it to Gedson, and that is exactly what we don't need. He started off on fire for us. I have not got a sound out of him since. He's been poor on that wing. The wingers for me need to offer more in terms of crossing. Rafinha picks it up. Can't find a good enough ball, but Borja will come back and collect that one. He'll play it to Vezo. The 5 minutes are up, so it tends to say that the game is over, but is there a late chance? Borja, Wendell, Rafinha needs to do better. I mean, this is the best performance we've had against Benfica this season. We lost 2-1 in the other game, so it's not actually a terrible performance. If I weren't under threat of losing my job, I'd have been happy with that, considering how strong their team is. I'm frustrated that we lost 2 goals when we were 2 up. But all round, I'd be quite happy with that performance. But we're now going to see whether we're sacked or not. I'll be. It's going to be frustrating. No one wants to get sacked on camera, but to be sacked for what I saw as quite a good season is frustrating. Our draw actually gives Porto the Portuguese Premier League. As if. So our draw with Benfica gives them the Premier League. I was under the knowledge at the start of the save that top 3 got Champions League, but no, apparently not, which I suppose just shows the times in Portuguese football. I'm going to send my assistant because I got no interest because I think I'm going to be sacked. Squad payout. Assignment complete. Are we going to be sacked? Are we going to be sacked? I feel like it's going to be pretty much now if it's going to happen because the season's finished. This is such a waiting game. It appears we're still manager. Wow, this guy looks good. Contracted to Rio Avo. Probably not for much longer. Tony, right, 252. Oh, he's coming to us. Wow, what a steal. Bit of the inside scouting here for you guys, but yeah, cheap. 252, and we need that. 425. Don't want to give it immediate. Do you know what? I'm just going to send them the full 500. Okay, which should do it, hopefully. But he looks good. Lopez, we knew he was good. Never going to be able to get him. João Felix, yeah, I didn't think they'd want to sell him. Sarr, not good enough. Sporting season pleases, but well, it pleased me as well, to be fair. FC Porto manager expresses frustration at what he believes to be your lack of effort against Benfica. What would you say to his response? You won the league because of us. I'm not getting involved in it. We will skip forward one more day. And then... Right, so we're still manager. We're still manager. So what I'm going to do is I will go away now, and I will come back when it comes up with the end of season stuff, and we'll just have a roundup of the squad and what we think and what we thought about the first season. It appears as if we will still be Porto manager. That's what it's appearing like, but we will see. Right, guys, so we're back with the end of season stuff. We've still not been sacked, so I'm leaning towards we're doing a second season here in Portugal. Hopefully they won't be so strict on us next time. So the fans player of the season is Nicola Maris, which makes me feel good because we actually brought him in. He has been very good for us. I don't know why his stats are going down, whether that's an off-season thing. He has been quite poor of late, but overall for the season he's been pretty reliable, but not so much in the bigger games. Cabral, of course, was second, but who'd have ever thought? I mean, I certainly wouldn't have thought at the start of this save that he'd have been so impactful for us this season. I mean, 13 goals, 7 assists, 5 player of the matches. He's got a 7.2 average rating. Very happy with him, and moving forward, we'll be very happy with him. And Emilio Viviano was still there. Next one. Battaglia Storaro, which is strange. I'd like to sign him. I feel like he probably on a bigger wage than that. We're probably not paying his full wage, and I'm not paying 12 million. If they were giving him up, then yeah, 100%. But we've got some great young Portuguese players coming through in the centre mid position. So I'm not going to push the boat out. Obviously, the signing of the season was Mahrez, without shadow of a doubt. And the young player of the season was Cabral, which you cannot complain. Rafinha and Cabral, Borja. Bas Dost was not the player we wanted him to be. Injuries 100% has impacted that. And next season's a new year, and he's only 30, so I'm more than happy to use him again. Season review, third, 2-0 against Braga, 1-0 against Martino. Yeah, we was 81% full all season, so that's got to do, that's good money. We lost in the semi-final of the Portuguese League Cup, was frustrating, but it was this one, lost in the 5th round, that was frustrating. I think we win that cup, the board would have loved us. We won the Euro Cup, it'd have been exactly the same. Squad dynamics, there's only one team leader, which is frustrating because he's a guy I want to get rid of. The one team leader we have, I want to, get rid of. The end of season team meeting. Let's discuss plans. Focus going. I think we'll come. I want to be ambitious. Yeah, that's exactly the sort of reaction I wanted. I want to go for the Champions League. End of season confidence review. It was clearly the competitions. They feel like we should be performing slightly better, but from my knowledge, at 41%, we're safe for now. It appears it, because we've done very well with the dressing room, with the club finances. It looks like we're safe for now because it's only slightly better. So we're only slightly insecure from what I can gather. You should say slightly insecure because they're only saying slightly better. But okay, we'll take that for now. There's some positives. That's the injury report, pre-season start date. I don't want 6 weeks, I just want 5 weeks. That's always enough for me. This is the Benfica report, obviously, the game we just played. I think we played very well. We're going to work on this tactic during pre-season and see what more we can get out of it. But I'm quite happy with, in the 3 times we've used it so far, we've got out of it. For me, I probably should have been more creative with the tactics earlier. I just wanted to see what we could get out of tactics that we hadn't made. I always find it harder to tweak a tactic I've not made. If I've made the tactic, it's a lot more easier to tweak, in my opinion. Rio Ave have stalled over that centre-back, but we will 100% be going in for it. Manager of the Year shortlist, I hope we're in it. I'm not going to vote. How are we not in it? That's frustrating. We should be in it after the players we lost. Well, I'm instantly going to go for the man who manages Tondela. Then the Porto manager. You win the league, you're going to be up there. That's how we're going to vote. I can't believe we're not even an option. I'm going to continue it just a tiny bit. See if anything else comes up, guys. But apart from that, I think this could be the end of our season. Oh, Espanyol have just sacked someone. Does that mean that we could be... Is it now that they sack people? Is it like this date? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Maybe it's this date every year that they sack people. No, we're still in a job. Do they not give us the facilities downgraded? Oh, okay. 2 players called up. Borja, I hope they have a good time. African nations, yes. Assignment's completed. Right, so this guy's been... So there's no sacking yet. There's been no budget set, but we're just going to leave it at that for now. I'll go and sort this deal out in a minute. But let's just quickly go through the squad for this year. Now, instantly, our top goal scorer was Borja, then Cabral, then Bas Dost. So in the limited amount of games Bas Dost played, he didn't get that many games. 19 games overall. To get that goal return, I'm pretty happy. We need to have this man fit. He's not been fit for long enough in this first season. So I'm hoping I'm hoping we can get him fitter. Still 29, so there's definitely more of him to come. And I've got no plans to sell him. Yeah, he's on a big wage, but I just like him. Borgia, I was absolutely, completely surprised by. He's been superb for the price that we paid for him. He's been a real pickup. If we just look here, 2.6 million. He's been superb for us. I'm really happy with that pickup. But obviously, Cabral was, for me, the star out of nowhere. I think going forward, we have a very good squad. We need a new goalkeeper. Viviano had a pretty decent season. Let's be honest with ourselves. He had a pretty good season. But we do need a better goalkeeper. We need an out-and-out, all-round better goalkeeper. We can always improve defence. It's been bad. But Thiago's had a standout year for me because he's 19. He's got that 5-star potential. And he looked good. You know, he looked good. So there's him to build on. Maris had a good season. I'm happy with Vezo. So there's a lot of change going to have to happen. There's a lot of players that could go out. In my opinion, I'm already looking at players that potentially shouldn't be here next year. But I think moving forward, we've got 3 strikers I'm very happy with. We've got 2, out-and-out wingers I'm happy with. In Rafinha and Cabral, but we need different. I felt like when I couldn't start the first team players, we really suffered. We really did suffer. So let's just hope moving forward for next season that there's going to be enough here. Financially, they're in a very good position. We're in a very good position. So I'm hoping we get a decent budget. I'll be happy with just this budget. We can really make some good signings and look to offload dead wood. But anyway, guys, that's season 1 in the books, unless I get sacked, which I'll come back and tell you that I've been sacked. But that's season 1 in the books. We're going to go through pre-season, and hopefully I'll see you all back for season 2. Thank you very much for watching the series so far, and I'll see you in the next one.